Carrie Prince from Apollo Career Center, and this morning I am going to make for you Philly cheesesteak sloppy joes. I love sloppy joes. So here we go. We've got a pound of ground beef. It's already browned in the pan. I'm going to take that off the heat, transfer my meat to just a holding pan right here, and then I'm going to proceed with something else. Got a tablespoon of butter in a pan. I'm using cast iron. I like how it browns the beef. I love how cast iron cooks. And then I'm going to go ahead and slice up, really dice up, one small onion and a small green pepper. That's probably plenty here. I'm going to start that in the pan. Always hear that sizzle when you're sauteing something. You've got to make sure your pan is hot. Otherwise, the product that you're trying to saute or pan fry is only soaking up your grease. It's not actually cooking. So I'm going to dice up this green pepper really quick. Lots of different ways you can make sloppy joes. I have them a few different times this summer. All different recipes, and boy, they're good. It's a quick meal for after school. You know, you've got stuff going on and you want to make dinner not too expensive, ingredients that are readily available. And you could make this ahead and stick it in a crock pot too. You could always do that. Serve it with slider buns for a game. That'd be really good. All right, so I've got the green pepper now and the onion in our saute pan, or cast iron skillet. So we're gonna let that soften. So in a perfect world, I'd probably let this go 5-6 minutes. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue with this recipe now. I've got 1 cup of beef broth. I'm gonna add to that a tablespoon of cornstarch, and this is gonna make a slurry. And this is what's gonna thicken, give the sauce to our Philly cheesesteak sloppy joes. So you want to make sure that you incorporate that cornstarch into your beef stock really well, so it should look like this milky substance. And just go ahead and pour that right in. So when that cornstarch and beef broth, the heat hits it, it's going to turn back to a dark color brown, and it's also going to thicken, so that's what's going to help. I'm going to add a tablespoon of ketchup. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. You know what I didn't put in this recipe that I probably should have, and I now right this minute wish I would have, is garlic. I would always add some garlic to this too. You could do fresh when you're sauteing your meat or your vegetables, or just add a little bit of garlic salt or garlic powder, because that just would only make it better. So once that sauce, my burner's moving a bit, once that sauce cooks, it thickens up. You can tell, like, we've now got kind of a thick, clear, because it's cornstarch, so it's a really nice translucent looking sauce. I'm gonna incorporate my ground beef back into the pan and just bring that together. And like I said, in a perfect world, I'd let this saute, or simmer, I should say, I don't know, 10 minutes, just to incorporate all the flavors. What we're gonna do with it now is we're gonna add some provolone cheese. And I just bought the slices, and I'm gonna chop it up into small pieces so it melts quicker. If I was doing it in a crock pot, I probably wouldn't add the cheese until right before I serve it, so it doesn't just stick to the container. But this is gonna add to that Philly cheesesteak flavors that we're looking for here. And it won't take but a minute for that to melt. Okay, I can kind of move. I can tell I'm a little out of practice. Move my area here. Okay, pull the plate, and I use these brioche buns. They're a little thicker than just a regular hamburger bun. You could use whatever kind of bun that you want. slider buns, a regular hamburger bun, pretzel bun, wouldn't really matter. But I like these. They have a little bit of substance. They have a great buttery flavor. They're made with a lot of butter, so they're tender and delicious. All right, I'm gonna turn that off and serve this up. Look at that cheese. Oh my, it's gonna make my plate a mess. But these are our Philly cheesesteak sloppy joes, and look at that cheese. The recipe can be found at hometownstations.com or at apollocareercenter.com. And First Edition will be right back.